The future is going to be electric. Or is it? Now, earlier we were looking at the new Royal Enfield Meteor 350. Now, my mate Fred has built, well, rather a different 350 Enfield. Now then, Fred, this is actually from 1962 and it's a 350 Bullet originally, isn't it?
It was a 350 Bullet, yep.
But it's not anymore, mate, really, is it, now then?
Really not anymore, no. It's now got about a quarter of an old Nissan Leaf's battery pack in it, and it takes me to work on pure electric.
Hang on, did you just say Nissan Leaf?
Nissan Leaf batteries, yeah.
OK. All right, mate, I'm just going to have a little rest for a second, relax.
Yeah.
Fred, in case you're wondering, is a top-notch vehicle restorer who usually works on high-class vintage cars and bikes. I'd like to tell you how sometime last year he banged his head on an English wheel and discovered electric engines, but that's not quite how it happened.
I've always done what's interesting. Old racing cars are interesting, so I did them for a bit, but it's all been done, and electric's new and upcoming. Things are changing fast. It's where the challenges are, it's where the interest is.
Concept-wise, did you have anything to really guide you when you started off, or was it just in your incredibly intelligent head?
It was in my incredibly empty head at that point.
Was it?
I wanted it to do my commute. I wasn't even settled on the Bullet. I happened to have the frame, and it turned out to be quite a good choice, actually. Maybe not the best, but it works. So I wanted to be able to do 20 miles to work, forget to recharge it, do 20 miles home and still have some in the tank. So I've got a 50, maybe 60 mile range if you're careful. That was what drove the whole project.
Now, I've always wanted a Nissan Leaf, but I'm still not quite convinced. Hopefully I might be able to bring Fred back to the dark side. OK, so why don't you have a go on that? Can I have a go on this?
Of course you can, yeah.
Can I?
Yeah.
All right, well, just a little poodle, a couple of miles. And then when we get off, I'll just go, that was great, but hey, Fred, do you want to get back on electric? And you go, actually, Henry, do you know what I mean? I'm going to go back to the dark side. OK, well, let's just mount up and go and have a whiz, shall we?
Let's go.
So no petrol in sight, but here we go. Just in case it breaks down, I've got a box of double A's in my pocket, but Fred assures me I won't need to use them. I've got to tell you, man, this is a revelation. Because I'm riding an old British bike, but it's electrified. It's smooth, it's noiseless, obviously, but it just feels right. As I'm pootling along, as my wife likes to point out, the view between my legs ain't what it used to be. Instead of an engine, there's a large battery, and as well as the old dials, there's a box that tells me what the temperature is and all the battery stats. Just powering on up the hill. I mean, Fred designed this as a commuter bike, yeah, with a top speed of about 55. Which ostensibly is really the same as that. And I've got to tell you, man, I'm having a bit of an epiphany, man. I'm glad. Fred has done 10,000 miles on his electric Bullet, and it's still going strong. It's quiet, it doesn't smell, and it's got surprisingly good acceleration. And I have to say, it's very easy to ride.
I had a friend ask for a test ride, and he hopped on it and he rode it around the yard at work, and he got off, told me he'd never been on a motorbike before.
What? Really?
Yeah.
A kilowatt later, we pull in. Seriously, that is a revelation. Honestly. And Fred, all credit to you, because not only is it electric, it handles really well. Mainly, I guess, because is there a lot of weight low down? It feels it.
Yeah, the weight's in the same place. The balance front to back is almost exactly the same. Centre of gravity is the same height, so it handles like a Bullet.
The performance of this, do you agree, is kind of commensurate with the performance of that?
Yeah, so this was a 350 Bullet when it came out of the factory in '61. Yeah, I aim to match that performance, and Enfield don't go for high revvy modern engines. No. That's the same thing again. So, yeah, I think they're very similar bikes.
And I've got to tell you, mate, it's just a whole different experience, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because I've ridden superbike electric bikes, right? But nothing like this where I can just take in the views, take in the countryside. I can smell the countryside, which obviously, well, sometimes with some motorcycles it's difficult. But the other thing most importantly is I can still hear birds singing as I go past.
Yeah.
And as I'm trundling along, I feel as though I'm saving the planet with every mile, Fred. But seriously, electric motorcycles is a different experience. We've got to get that into my psyche. I've got to get that. That is a different afternoon out than being on that. Yeah? And I guess perhaps the only thing you can do really, Fred, is have both in your garage.
Yeah.